Hi everybody, welcome back to DayZ and welcome to the castle of the King in Yellow and of course the crown of the King in Yellow, which is this motorbike helmet with the spikes sticking out of it. So what am I talking about? You're saying, Rob, what are you talking about? Well, if you take the motorbike helmet into your hand and you have a look at it, you'll see we have this quote on the left-hand side. "You have seized the throne and the empire. Woe, woe to you who are crowned with the crown of the King in Yellow," by Robert W. Chambers. So this motorbike helmet, which has obviously been in some sort of accident and been repaired and then customised, relates to this fella who is the King in Yellow. So in this video, we're going to kind of look at who is the King in Yellow and what might that mean for DayZ, because it's quite interesting. So let's just come out of here and let us jump back into here. So you may well remember this map from a few updates ago. It's part of a teaser for when the toxic zones came in. So you can see Churner is here. So we've got the one at the military base and we've got the one up at where the shipwreck is. And there's lots of other notes on here that we're not quite sure about, but if we have a look at the Livonia map here on the right hand side, we can see just about, this might be difficult to see on the video, is here there is this yellow, I think it says King, and there is the yellow crown, and that's where I'm standing right now, in this castle in the east of Livonia, where there is this tent, and in this tent on that table, that is where this motorbike helmet spawns, and this motorbike helmet only spawns there. With vanilla maps, it only spawns in one place, so it only spawns in Livonia. It spawns on that table right there, on that box right there, and only one of them spawns in. So it does have some sort of significance. So we can see, you know, from this map, it refers to the Yellow King or the King in Yellow, and then the helmet itself refers to a quote. Now the quote is from this guy, Robert W. Chambers, who was an American novelist, a kind of a precursor to the likes of H.P. Lovecraft with some of his short stories. And he wrote this book called The King in Yellow, which was a collection of short stories. And The King in Yellow itself is a play, a fictional play that is referred to in some of these short stories, but isn't actually in these books. So it's like the lore of the short stories that he's created. And the idea behind this play is that if you watch or read this play, it can send you insane. It can send you mad because of the things that it kind of the subjects that approaches, kind of very Lovecraftian way of doing things. So really interesting. So the question then is, so you know, what is the King in Yellow, or who is the King in Yellow? But if you do a bit of digging through Google, and I'll put the link to all this stuff in the description below the video, you can go to lots of different sites, and you kind of end up at this guy, Hastur, who is a Lovecraftian character, also known as the King in Yellow. Now the King in Yellow, he's one of the many great old ones. So this guy is an evil being, probably from another dimension, who's featured in Lovecraftian mythology. And as you can see him here, here he is in a yellow cape that kind of was first referred to by Robert W. Chambers in his book there. So this is kind of the idea behind the King in Yellow. So if we take a step backwards now and just read the bit here. So welcome to the Yellow site. So this has got lots of information about this sort of stuff. Anyone with more than a passing familiarity with the, in fact, sorry, have I gone too far? Yeah, no. Anyone with a passing familiarity with the King in Yellow will know that the character and the play of this name are not supposed to truly exist. So, you know, they're fictional characters. They are fictional creations from the pages of a real book of the same name. The real version of the King in Yellow was written by Robert W. Chambers, a once renowned author. Doesn't mean he's not renowned anymore. It's just he's fallen from general knowledge, of the late 19th and early 20th centuries, whose work was on the whole faded into obscurity. The King in Yellow is his most popular and recognised work, published in 1895, featuring a series of short stories and poems that are hard to categorise, but together are regarded as an important early landmark in weird fiction. The opening stories of the book concentrate upon the mysterious, horrific plague, or at least upon those characters who fall victim to it, and hence victim to the frightening and powerful entity of the same name that seems to stalk its pages and maybe the world they inhabit too. So, so the idea is that we're referring to this character who is in this play, who then goes on to sort of dominate characters. And in fact, what you can do is, and I'll put this link in the description of the video, you can download for free the King in Yellow collection of short stories by Robert W. Chambers, because it's out of copyright now, so you can download that and read that. Now, I haven't read it yet. I will do. I was thinking about making a video about it where maybe I'll set up a scene in DayZ, in that castle with some lights going, and then I'll read the book. But anyway, that's another thing. So we know that the King in the Yellow, it's a play, and the actual character of the King in the Yellow could well be this chap here, Hastur, who is a nasty entity who takes over people. He has this yellow sign as well, the mark of the yellow, I think they call it. Let's have a look. Where's that? Have you seen the yellow sign? So the idea is if you see this yellow sign, it has the ability to take over your mind and to influence you and to control you, and that the people who either the king in Yellow himself or his descendants will then be able to control people using it. So anyway, so we've got all this kind of mythos that's related to this helmet and this king. So what does it mean for DayZ? I hear you saying. Well, here's my take on the subject. Does it actually mean anything? So does it mean that demons and Lovecraftian monsters are going to be coming to DayZ? No, absolutely not. We're not going to be seeing that. But what I do believe is that what Adam and his development team are doing is they are bringing in elements to the maps that give you something else to do in terms of objectives. So, say if we take Chernarus, for example, originally what would happen is, well, you spawn in along the coast, don't you? And you can pick up fairly crap gear. And then your gameplay route, if you like, the gameplay is to move inland. And as you move inland, the loot gets better. And you would end up somewhere like the Northwest Airfield or Tizzy. And that's where you get the best loot. And then you engage other players and then you shoot other people, and then maybe you'll go off and make a base, that sort of thing. That's the gameplay loop that happens. And then what they did was they then added in the toxic zones, the gas zones. Is it Riffy, where that one is? And then the one down here, is it, I'm going to get the name wrong, is it Pavlovo or something like that it's called? So now the gameplay loop was a little bit different because these places have high tier weapons in them. So it's not a case of just going up to the northwest, it's a case of, well, going around the map and collecting the NBC gear you need to then go to the chemical zones and then maybe go up to Northwest Airfield or carry on what you're doing. So if we take this over to Livonia now, so in Livonia you spawn along the top of the map and generally you would make your way south. The weird thing about Livonia though was that there's not actually that much to do down in the south, and they're adding more stuff into it. And so it'd really just be a case of hunting and fishing and maybe building a base. There's some military areas kind of down here that you can't actually see. But by bringing in this area with this castle, with this one item that spawns in here, that then gives people a reason to spawn in and then head over this way. Also, I think that what is very important as well is that if we look at the types for the where are we? Where are we? Enoch. Here we go. Let's just edit, undo this. Edit, undo. Why isn't it undoing? Okay. Oh, yeah, we're almost there. Edit, undo. So in a vanilla file, there's only one helmet that will spawn in that one location on that one box. However, in the categories, in these flags, if someone takes the helmet and wears it or does something with it, it will spawn in again. It's not like they've said count in hoarder, count in player. And I think that's important too, because what that means is that you won't be trapped into the situation where on a server one person gets the helmet and that's it, then nobody else can get it. With this, someone gets the helmet, then they can carry on with their adventure or whatever they want to do. But it doesn't stop other people getting the helmet, because as soon as that helmet is taken, other people can get it too. So it's adding another area of people to go to, so people can spawn in at the north, make their, go around the towns, getting equipment, head south, get the helmet, and then carry on doing whatever they want to do within DayZ. And so what I think we're going to see happening is we're going to see more of this. We're going to see more unique locations with unique loot that is very, very rare, that gives you something else to do within the game. And that's probably going to be related to this Hannah stuff as well, and some of these other things as well. So that's what I think this yellow helmet means, this crown of the king in yellow. I think it's a forerunner for more unique items coming to the game that are going to be placed in unusual places around the maps, that are going to give you something else to do apart from just do your normal head to the south or head to the northwest and engage in PvP, because that's where the best guns and best equipment is. So there we go. What do you think? Does it really mean that we're going to see Lovecraftian monsters coming to DayZ? Or does it mean something completely different? Put your questions and comments down below, and of course I will see you again soon.